Well, hello and welcome to a new episode of Dice and Destiny. Today we are joined by two special guests, one of whom is still en route and will be joining us shortly, and the other is a cameo from a wonderful friend of ours on the server called Kale. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Kale, that would be great.
Hello. I'm Kil. I go by him or Data. I'm 27 years old and been playing Ojima down the street. I came from
Awesome.
Southeast Asia.
Absolutely awesome, and it is great to have you with us. So, with that being said, the other one that will be joining us very shortly, I hope, is Spec, because at the end of the day, he's the one with the mission.
No. Oh no.
Oh,
So the whole game hinges on yourself, Kale, and Spec turning up on time, and we've kind of failed the first part of that, which is Spec. But
Well,
we also... Sorry, go on.
I was about to say, guess we're just going to be partying.
Oh dear.
Shopping episode.
Shopping episode.
Whoop whoop.
So,
I don't even know these strangers. They just came out and just dragged me with that help.
We need you for a job. Join us.
yep, pretty much.
We need coin.
We need money.
We
need
need money.
You need coin, you need the money, you need to get the bribe, you need to deal with this problem, shall we say. But before we get to that, the other players that are joining us tonight from our OG crew, that is Wesley.
Hello.
Confused Tabaxi.
Good evening.
And Killian.
Hello.
Hello and welcome. So, who would like to do the recap? Me, you, or someone else?
I refuse to this
You.
this time. I did it last time.
Fair enough. I'll do it this time. That's not a problem. So, in the last session, the party finally made it to the city after a long walk and arrived at Marla's house with the help of a local guide. Marla also was Gary's auntie. Gary had taken them through multiple alleys while guards kept popping up suspiciously so, and in the party's opinion, eventually they reached the safety of Marla's place, where they gathered some information and shifted their focus towards getting into the actual centre of Londinium. The session last episode picked up at Marla's home in the evening. Gary was asleep in bed, while Aura and Chris had taken up Marla's offer of comfortable accommodations for the night. Marla revealed that people a few streets over had been asking questions, specifically about the black glass writ, specifically about the black glass they've sensed in some way. And she also mentioned that guards had been trailing the party while they were coming towards her house. With that being said, when pressed, you lot explained that you believed the black glass was key to getting back to your world. You don't know how, you don't know why, but before you ended up here, you saw the black glass die, or the obsidian dice, the D20. And when you woke up in this world, Marla connects this to her interest in seeing, to your interest in seeing James and Victoria at the Cambridge Tailors. Noting that they were in no rush to go wherever they came from, but understands the appeal of speaking to them. Marla then shared something that she noticed when she opened her door to speak with her little birdie, that a lamp across the street was lit but wasn't giving off any light, and that there was something wrong. She suggested that you lot should investigate, offering to have you either top it up or get oil to refill it yourselves. You headed out with no backup, essentially. As you approached the lamppost, light began to fail. Steve, you tried to cast a light cantrip on it, but it fizzled out before it reached the lamp, and the darkness wasn't natural. It was the wrong type of dark, and as Jess tried to light the lamp manually with a lighter, the darkness intensified, and you found yourself suddenly blind when your head rose above a certain point. Steve casted Detect Magic as a ritual, taking about 10 minutes, and during this time, the rest of the party kept watch. Detect Magic revealed evocation magic in the area, and an Arcana check identified it as an older variation of darkness controlled with meta magic. And it was focused on the lampposts themselves, with the investigation revealing markings and scratchings at the base of the lamppost, something linked to the spell. In total, there was, you worked it out, something like 500 and something of these along the route?
528.
528, which we'll get to as to why that's important later in the recap. However, you headed out and the night really set in, and you managed to follow the trail to a courtyard area where you met with the lantern rites. And Jess pulled out her high-end LED camping lantern. And it really was bright enough that it didn't dispel the darkness, but it could be seen within it. And Jess was questioned somewhat about how powerful a magic this lantern that she held was to cut through magical darkness like that, so that even though it wasn't giving off light, it could still be seen as lit. But then Aspen spotted a rather unfortunate person up on the rooftops and decided to try and hunt them down. Chase them down, ask some questions, the usual. Went sideways, however, and after a couple of very heavy hits, the would-be Black Glass Rit assassin vanished and got away, leaving a lot of you very hurt and wounded. You then headed back, and as you headed back, you scratched out the runes on the base of each of the lampposts en route, having been offered 1 copper piece per lamppost restored on your journey back home. To which the total of the lampposts and total of the copper pieces we worked out came to 26 gold pieces. You haven't collected your gold yet, but you are taking a very, very long rest at this point in time, and you are at Marla's, and that is where we're going to regroup in the session. It is at this point that Aura and Chris decide that they wanted to get up and have a look around the city. They were up early, they slept early, and they've decided to disappear for the day, have a look around, do a bit of shopping. Aura intentionally mentioned that she was going to go to a chapel if she could find one, to say some prayers to Shantae, and Chris wished to accompany her. Aspen is looking fairly ill, despite having had a long rest, and the poison that she had been hit with by this assassin from its blade seems to have taken root. Amala, being the ever-wise woman that she is, has sent someone out to get a potion in order to help restore her health. So with that in mind, Aspen is laying there in bed. The rest of you have just woken up, and there is some bread and dried fruits on the table for breakfast. Marla looks at you and she simply says, "Well, sorry I haven't got much, but it's the best I can offer at this stage. Haven't had much in the way of orders coming in from the gold jewellery that we've been crafting. This business has been a bit slow, so we're kind of on our last legs. If you do decide to do any shopping, it'd be grateful if you could bring some supplies back, considering you're living here for the temporary meantime. It'd be appreciated." And for the moment, it's just the three of you around the table as she busies herself guiding the workers and that in the foundry out the back. In the forges out the back. What are you
Well,
all doing?
considering. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, what are you all doing?
I was about to react to her if we could get something for her.
Oh, just the usual supplies.
Well, considering your hospitality, getting you what you need is the least we can do to repay you.
Aye, well, it's not a problem. I just it'd be nice to see the cupboard stocked up a little bit, that's all.
Could you perhaps make a list of what you need? I'm afraid I'm not quite familiar with what you would require.
Of course, that's not a problem. Just think, what would you have in your cupboards at home? The dried biscuits, bread, fruits, maybe some, I don't know, maybe some meats, that sort of thing, like a leg of ham or whatever you feel would be suitable for ripping up a feast. Or a evening meal, I should say. Need about 3 days worth of food though, at least, before any of us gets our actual pay. And you lot have, well, kind of taken me by a bit of surprise. I wasn't expecting the company, that's all.
Yeah, that's more than fair.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Thank you. And she turns and she heads out towards the foundry, out the back. You hear a shout. "Hey! Stop pouring it like that!" And then the door she's walked through closes shut. What are you all talking about?
So, how are we going to get this gold that we need to get into Londinium for that? What was his name again? Wickhand?
Mm,
Any ideas?
None. We could look at some jobs around.
Maybe they might advertise in a tavern or something.
Would I know where they would normally advertise certain jobs?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have the job boards down at the docks for dockyard work. You'd have your regular sort of jobs at various taverns where they've put up bounty signs, maybe a couple of outside some of the watch guard, some of the city guards towers might have a few bounties here and there. Otherwise, it would be job boards that are sort of dotted around various districts that are regular in terms of requiring a high turnover of staff.
Hmm. Well, there's a few job boards we can go look at, but depending on what work we want to do, but also, can we talk about what the hell happened yesterday?
Yeah, that's assassin. We got our asses kicked.
We
Let's be honest here.
literally got our asses handed to us.
Well, you did. I couldn't even get up on the roof.
Joel, that's probably a good thing, because she probably would have kicked your ass too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel kind of bad I couldn't help out.
That was a losing fight. There was no
Yeah.
way in
Fair
hell we
enough.
could have done anything.
So either way, we're kind of, it seems, a target for this. What was it? Black Glass Ritz?
Black glass Ritz.
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be the last time we'll see of them. That's for sure.
We need to find a solution for this, and he points to the handle of the sword, because we have the other 3 in the box.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about that.
Mm.
If you
Go on.
use Oh, yeah. So I think if you how I casted the spell on it to, you know, some to form some kind of connection to it to, detect what was going on. My theory is if you try that on your own, maybe it has some kind of special ability. This is all just a theory.
I mean, I'll definitely do. We have some downtime today to look for some stuff. So if we want to, while we're getting ready, I can try. What would be the word? Attuning?
I think that's the phrase that I read about.
Fair.
Say this. What I should have done sessions ago, but I didn't. God damn it. Anyways,
It's
snow
about
starts bleeding.
it's about at this time you hear a knock on the door. 3 taps, followed by 2, followed by another 1.
Suspiciously
Should
look
we
out the
get
window.
Marla?
I mean, we could get Marlo.
As you look out the window, roll a perception check, because it is a bit of an angle, so you've got to kind of strain your neck a little bit to see.
18.
Ooh, very nice. Even though it's coming up and saying 16 on the stream.
Well, that's mine.
Well, that's Steve's.
Oh, that's Steve's. Okay. Well, Steve,
Yeah.
you just catch a glimpse of the back of what this person is. You can't really see too much in the way of detail, but Osiris, you see a side profile of a blue-skinned being with a horn. Osiris, you know this to be a tiefling.
Mhm.
The others in the party don't. But Vice, Would you like to describe what they see as they're straining their necks to look at you through the window?
Well, they see a relatively tall tiefling. Got a sandal bill going on. Some sort of mismatch of colors. He wears a green tunic, a red scarf wrapped around his neck, and a couple of knives on his belt. Other than that, his clothing are pretty loose and his footwear is open-toed.
Okay.
And
Go on.
yeah, sorry, he doesn't seem to have hooves though. He has human-like toes.
Very important distinction there to make, no doubt. However,
Mhm.
as one of you suggested, Jess, going to get Marla.
Yep.
Marla comes out, bit of a rush, bit of black soot on her face that she's tried to wipe off, but has spread even further. And she pulls off her gloves, throws them down on the table, and she walks over to the door and opens it wide. Vice, it's been a long time since I've seen you. How are they treating you at the Lantern Rites?
You know what it is. Always been on jobs. And it's nice to finally meet you again. How's the business? It must
Slow.
be quite.
I wish it was quite. I wish it was busy, but it's been slow, and I'm actually grateful considering some of the guests I'm hosting.
Yeah, speaking of which, do you know anyone of. Let's see the names over here.
As you pull out what appears to be a scroll with maybe an envelope and a small Lantern Rite seal on it. The names read Steve, Jess, Osiris, Aspen.
Yep. Let's see. Do you know of any Steve, Jess, and I guess Osiris?
Of course I do. They're here, but what brings you this way?
I got a message from Wickman.
Ah, they did mention something about. Well, I suppose that makes sense if the Wickman has sent you. Very well. Come in, come in, come in. Let's not keep this door open. And she invites
Yeah.
you in, to which you see before you a half orc and two humans. As she closes the door behind. Who would like to describe themselves to Vice first?
I'll go first. So you see a human woman in her about 30 years old. She is 5'7", so she's tall. Well, I'd say average to tallish for a human female. She is wearing clothes that's clearly from this world. So she's wearing tight, kind of black kind of trousers with kind of pockets, a black kind of jacket with a hood, and do I have leather armor? I don't think I have armor. And yeah, that's it. So and she's got long black hair, which is kind of tied up into a high ponytail.
Yep. And Osiris, would you like to describe yourself to Vice?
Sure. Uh, Instead of his normal fit, he still has his sailor's coat, which he took off before he decided to do what he did yesterday, and his armor but he's just right now normal tunic, just plain clothes, has his sailor's jacket on, fairly tall. He is a half orc with a big great sword on his back. Tied up hair and a small, not small, but just a lute, but hanging by his side attached to his belt.
And finally, Steve.
Yeah, you see a human with a small beard, pretty long hair, brownish hair. He has a big tattoo, or in your case, image of a dragon on his right arm. He's wearing leather armor and a tunic on one side of his, on the right side of his armor, and he is about 6 feet tall.
Well, here are the individuals that you seek. I wouldn't normally have let you in unless I trusted you, obviously. You know how we operate here.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again, my love. Sorry it took, too long to visit.
It's quite all right. I know when people are busy, it's hard to keep a social calendar.
How's Gary's doing, by the way?
Gary was, well, let's just say his actual mother and father have been kidnapped in that last run.
I'll check the lanterns after this then.
Yep. Anywho, I won't keep you. You have a message for them, and I've got to get back to that lot before they burn the place down again. Don't want a repeat of what's happened 10 years ago, do we? And she picks up her gloves, turns around, and scurries out of the room, closing the door behind her. The floor is yours.
I'm still sorry about that. I'm still sorry about that, Mal.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Who's in the fire? Okay.
Are we in trouble?
Oh no, it's just the fact that do you happen to see anyone else that came today?
No one else has
Okay.
come here today, but yesterday, well. And she'll look at the injured party members.
Uh,
Yeah. The injured party members, one's in bed and the other two have gone for a walk, so they're not around at the moment, really.
Mhm.
The remaining ones in here because two of them weren't there yesterday.
And
So
since
Steve
I've
and
heard from you guys,
Osiris.
and this happens during your investigation of the Black Glass, was it?
Yep.
Well, we met a small group led by Wickman. And while we were talking to him, we were set upon by what we assume was an assassin.
Mhm.
Female assassin.
Yep.
You recall all of the details of the night before quite vividly, Jess. And after a good 5-10 minutes of explaining, it becomes quite apparent why Vice has turned up.
Well, the good news is you're not in trouble, but we do owe you payment for the last night, actually.
Oh yeah, the lanterns.
Yeah.
28 gold pieces, was it?
Yep. Got it right around here. Still, quite a rough state you guys were in.
Yes, well, they were. I couldn't actually get up there
That assassin.
to help my
Heart.
party.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, that assassin. Heart.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And-
Steve, you could take the gold pieces.
I mean, sure. I'll take it.
I mean, that leaves us what? Another 200 and I'm really bad at math. 23 to find.
Yeah, 223 gold.
Not bad, all things considered, really, is it?
For almost dying? Mm.
And
Yep.
sadly, aside from this, also have some bad news. May I ask you for another job?
Another job.
What would that job
Yeah,
be?
I mean, we do need the money.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, I'm kind of waiting for a message right now, but there is someone who have knowledge of certain outposts that need investigation. Perhaps you'll be interested in that.
Sure. How much does it pay? Do we know?
That is a good question.
That will be details not on me, sadly.
So it's
Just will
safe
look at Stephen like, I think I'm getting the hang of this world.
to
Are you?
Slightly.
That was mean.
I
I'm
still
sorry. That was mean. That was so mean. Sorry,
still
sorry,
don't like the whole. I still don't. Sorry. I still don't like the whole camping and roughing it part. I will admit that. But, you know, the lodgings haven't been too bad.
It gets so much worse if you have to travel overseas. I'm telling you, no, you're not gonna enjoy it. I enjoy it. You're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of. I'm not really a sea guy. I don't really have sea legs.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I
No.
once went on a riverboat and on the Thames and nearly threw up over the side. So, and that was just the River Thames.
Oh yeah, I get motion sick real fast.
This
How long am I? Oh,
this phrase doesn't seem to translate into anything other than Thames. And as you're listening to it, you are essentially getting very, very confused at this point because the language isn't translating into a common tongue, and it's clearly not a place that either of you are aware of.
look at the two of them, guys. You're doing it again.
Oh,
You're speaking
Oh,
in different
sorry.
tongues.
Sorry about that.
I mean, Wickman did say you were a peculiar bunch, so I guess this strikes.
peculiar sums it up about right.
You're not wrong.
We're definitely something, that's for sure.
Yep, that they definitely are. But
Mm-hmm.
it's around about this point in time that that messenger that you spoke of knocks on the door. Spec. The door isn't locked, and as you knock on it, it pushes open. Would you like to describe your character? You are very, very quiet, Spec. You might need to put your microphone volume up.
Oh, it was just the same issue. As stepping through the door comes a dragonborn, adorned in zealot's clothing with some light leather armor, with a mace by his side and sort of yellowish skin, and crystals protruding out of his arms. He comes through the door quickly, pulling off the cloak from his head to reveal his ruby eyes. As he looks you all up and down,
Hi there.
Jess is just going to be absolutely speechless and stare, and probably not realize she's staring so much, with just a bit of kind of surprise on her face.
as he's looking you all up and down.
Sorry.
Right. So, I don't believe this is the first time I've seen all of you. Is that correct? No matter. I hear you all need entrance into Londinium. Is that correct?
Yep.
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 Excellent. As Viren starts to walk over to the nearest chair, there's one to prepare to sit down. As he's carrying a rather heavy pouch of coin, as it's clinking as he walks before he takes a seat. Well, I have an opportunity for you all. You all need coin, and I need something done. I think this would be a rather good trade, don't you think?
What is it you need to be done? What is it you need to be done?
Yeah, no, that's the first question.
So, let me just explain a little bit more before I tell you what I need. You all been, you all are quite popular, if you didn't know. Well, that might be the wrong word, but your presence has been catalogued, if you will. I hear that you've been watched by people that are beyond your means. They're after something that you have or you're after. Now, I'm not quite fond of them either. I propose a deal, one that'll benefit us both. The Glass Writ has an outpost nearby here. They've been watching you for quite some time. I don't want them here either, just as much as you all probably don't want to be found. I've got 250 coin on the table here, as I place down the pouch with a nice clink. If you
Oh,
will
no.
aid me in repurposing their outpost. What do you say?
So let me get this right. You want us to infiltrate, clear their outpost with you, so you can use it then for all of this gold.
That is correct. Though use is a very, very loose term. I have no need for their wares, but they've been a nuisance.
How many are in this outpost? We all struggle to take down just one.
That information I don't currently have.
So we could be walking into a death trap.
Now, how about this? Let's scout first. Let's
That
give
would
us some
be an
time to
excellent
prepare.
idea.
Yeah, give us some time to prepare. Give us about an hour. So we can prepare ourselves mentally and physically, because I'm going to be honest, we got our asses handed to us yesterday. One of our companions is still out.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't think we really have a choice, do we? Getting into
No.
Londinium and getting to the Tailors of Cambridge could be the clue or the key to us getting back to where we're from.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be the main thing. And he's
Back to
gonna
where you're
quick.
from. Sviren has
Hmm?
a sort of confused expression.
It's a very, very long story.
I'm sure it is. As a sort of crafted surprise is going to cover us, Ace. Oh, introductions. I'm quite rude.
Indeed. And as you're going through the introductions, roll me a perception check, both Vice and Viren.
Alright, perception.
There's the button.
10. Ooh! Someone got a
Vice.
19.
Yes. Vice, with your perception check as the introductions are being done, what you notice is the hilt of the sword that Osiris is carrying. It has been inlaid with black glass.
um, sorry, Vance. Seems you got something on your hilt. He just points at a orc, was it?
Half orc.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a look at it for a bit.
No. And if you get close, I will throw you.
That's fair.
I don't think that's necessary though, assuming we are on the same side.
I'm assuming we're on the same side, but this is. He's gonna whisper this to Steve. If this is a ticket for you guys, we need to keep these away from everyone.
But
Sviren's
yes,
looking confused. Have I chosen the wrong group? Seeing this light discourse.
So I've got a question. This mission you're talking about, what way did you plan on, entering? Like, how do you attempt to get in?
I planned on entering through magical means. Suppress the lanterns, get in, and once we're inside the building, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, if we're gonna use stealth, I probably got a spell that would come in really handy.
Do you now?
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, Steve grabs his makeshift spell book. He pages through it. Yeah, it's a spell called invisibility. Yeah, invisibility.
I'm sure
I
that'd come in handy. The idea is if we enter without causing too much of a stir once we're inside, it won't really matter. Those that see us from there won't have a chance to speak.
Oh?
But before then, we could most certainly get caught.
Hmm.
Now, you wanted to scout, correct? I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. You need to see how
I think
many
we've got
we're
no
up against.
choice.
Yeah. I mean,
From the
go.
knowledge that Viren has given you, and from what he knows that this outpost is set up in the slightly quieter part of the city in Eldamir. It's actually marked on a map for you on the above VTT, and it looks to be a small circular tower-like structure, but only a couple of stories tall at most. But he points it out and shows you your direction. Weiss, you know this area, Eldamir, fairly well. After all, you've got a small shop of your own near enough that's out there. Well, it's not actually your own, is it? But you've got a small shop that's out there that you like to work at when you're not doing lantern work duty.
Well, can't believe I need to go back here today. Usually I've been out for days.
Quite. Azurian's tapping one of his clawed fingers on the table, waiting.
What's the rest of the party doing?
I think we should do it.
I think so.
As I
Yeah,
said, it could be a key.
Yep.
We need to get into Londinium either way.
I mean, it's one tower.
I think we
We've-
should take the opportunity.
Yeah, I agreed. And I think so far we may have we faced worse? Possibly. I mean, how much worse can it really get?
Please don't jinx it.
Let's not say that. Let's not.
Ever the
We do-
pragmatist.
Considering we're trying to scout ahead first, I could either send an unseen servant or my familiar Barnaby to the tower.
Barnaby might be better because it's just an owl.
Yeah.
You would know. You would know that it is well out of your current range and reach for Barnaby.
Yeah, like I'm not saying right now, it's more of like planning.
I mean, it may be an owl, but it's daytime. Owls are nocturnal, correct?
I mean, technically speaking, I could recast it again and change change Barnaby into something else.
It might be
About a
preferable
crow.
to wait till night.
If we're
There'd be
scouting,
more
probably.
security, but less people to watch.
Yeah, we don't want people to uncover what we are doing.
Also, if it's night,
We're
we get to
already
see
being-
more.
But we're already being watched anyway.
Right.
Mm.
You're already being watched. Though, having it happen during the night might reduce the amount of prying eyes that are unaware. You all are known, but you're not infamous, I suppose.
And if it's nighttime, I might have something that could help.
Ooh.
Really.
Then we wait for night.
Sounds
say
like a
so.
plan.
Sounds like a plan. So throughout the course of the day, how are you going to spend your downtime before you head out in the evening?
One or the other.
One at a
No,
time, please.
Who's going first?
You!
All
Well
right.
volunteered.
You volunteered.
Fair enough. Steve would like to look for some regular leather armor.
Yeah, probably not too hard to find in this neck of the woods. Although more than in this area, though, it's more likely to be leather aprons and that sort of thing that the people within the the industrial area of Cinderfall would wear, rather than leather armor as such. So it would do the job. It would help pad out some of the damage. But the leather apron isn't going to be as sturdy. But it would definitely help keep you a little bit safer.
Well, I suppose this is better than nothing.
What's your normal AC?
I have studded leather armor on, I think.
Why are you swapping it with a leather apron then?
Wait.
No, I'm trying to because right now I have padded armor on. I'm trying to look for regular leather armor.
Right, I see.
Ah.
Because padded armor gives me disadvantage.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take one of the leather aprons, Marla will effectively give it to you without any issues. And it will bump your AC by 1.
Alright, so for purpose just normal leather armor?
Yep. For the purpose of
Alright.
this, on the sheet, just normal leather armor. It's more to cushion the blows than it is to prevent full-on damage. Probably not the sturdiest, but definitely better than nothing. Jess, how?
Jess could probably use a few more arrows to replace the ones she's fired already.
So, are you going to go out and look for some to buy, or are you going to try and make them in with what tools and sticks and stuff is available?
I'm going to go and buy some, I think.
Fair enough. After about maybe an hour of wandering around the town, you do find a small market stall in the area that is selling some basic arms. So your sort of standard swords, short swords, bows, couple of arrows, and a pot of other arrows that are marked with a special symbol on the quiver that they're stood in. But the arrows...
Jess,
Yep, go on.
I was going to say, Jess wants to have a look at the fancy arrows.
Ooh.
As you pick up the fancy arrows, the halfling behind the counter looks up at you as she's sat on a very tall stool. And she looks at you and she's like, "Got a good eye there, love."
What do they do?
Oh, I could tell you anything, couldn't I? But I'll be honest with you. It's the case that's fancy, not the arrows.
Okay, what's so fancy about the case?
Well, it's got a rune on it, hasn't it?
Is that it?
Well, I'm not a magical sort, but I've been told it's enchanted. I don't know what by or what with.
I see. Did anyone of the party come with me? Because Jess is not magical.
Yes, Steve is joining you.
I will also join because we need to get groceries. I'm going to get groceries.
So,
Steve,
Sorry, guys,
what does this
remembered.
say?
Steve?
Can I take a look at it?
You can, if you'd like to do an Arcana check for me, considering you have been studying runes and magic.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll that Arcana check.
That was so close to it, that 20.
That was
Oh,
terrible roll.
On an
that's an 8.
Damn.
on an 8,
Oh,
you
dear.
can't figure it out.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it says.
Okay, so mystery arrows. Osiris, any clue?
You're a blood hunter.
I'm pretty well depth in Arcana, so I mean, yeah.
If you want to give it a shot, you can.
Well, draw. I might as well. Never mind. I go home. I leave. I never show my face again. I hop on a boat and go to a different country. I'm out, guys. Cyrus is gone.
Well, whatever it was, as you pick up this quiver, your nail catches on the rune itself, putting a scratch through it. You hear
You may have to pay for that.
you hear a slight pop and a small fizzle, and then the rune just dims to nothing. It just looks like a child scratched on the quiver now.
No.
The halfling looks up at you. What you gone and done there? That don't look right. What? Give that back to me. And he takes a look at it. You've gone and ruined it now, haven't you? And there goes 20 gold down the drain.
I do apologize. That was not my intention at all.
So how much would you sell it for now? It's damaged goods and should look over Osiris.
Trying to get the deal out here. God damn.
For you lot, 25 gold.
You know what? How much are your standard arrows?
They're for you lot. 5 copper each.
Each. 5 copper each. Is that? I've got a piece of electrum.
That's more than enough. That's well, Electrum. That's hold on. I actually don't know Electrum in actual D&D terms.
5 silver pieces.
Five
In
silver
that case,
pieces?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to offer an electrum then. So I've only got 7 copper. I don't know about you guys. If you could kind of help me out.
I'll give you 2 silver.
Thank you.
Take 2 silver. out of
1
my
silver
inventory.
piece. And she'll look at the halfling.
That'll be 2 arrows.
Looking over at the bleak financial situation of the group I've hired, Viren is going to, because Viren's been watching most of this time, he's going to sort of walk over, rummaging through his still nearly empty coin pouch, and say, "How much for arrows, lad?"
Now, you know what you're doing with them, don't you? You know what the price is.
As Viren would have been out of sort of range to hear this, he would have been just watching from a distance, but he would have seen the haggling over arrows, and sort of taken that as a cue.
She holds up a finger at you as if to say 1 copper piece, but she doesn't say it out loud. And she's still holding the quiver that now has a scratch through what once was a rune on it.
Right. 1 copper each. As I'm going to rummage out a gold piece from my pouch, place it on there. Feel a quiver for me, please.
Absolutely. And she starts filling the quiver with enough arrows to last you a while. 1 copper piece each. You have plenty.
As soon
Fantastic.
as
How
they
many do I add?
finish, I'm going to hand it over to you right in front of them. You're welcome.
Thank you. DM, how many should I add to my inventory?
10, 10, 10. That's 100 arrows, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have 100 arrows. I wouldn't mind liking to know where you're keeping them all.
Yeah, that's my question.
Very big quiver.
We don't have a bag of holding yet. I'm going to need to.
No.
Does not come with quivers. Steve,
Yeah.
have you got room in your bag for some arrows?
I think I got some room left.
You've enough room for 100 arrows.
No, I got room for 99 of them.
Oh damn! One has to be left behind. It's gonna be that one arrow that's gonna win us
It's
the
okay.
game.
I can put that extra one in my quiver where I've used arrows.
You have a quiver.
I've got a quiver in. Oh God, where did I get? I don't even. Where have we been?
You got the quiver.
Yeah, Ironstead.
You got the quiver in
Ironstead.
Ironstead off of the Azure Watch. Yeah. So with that little escapade out the way, leaving the now disenchanted quiver
There was
behind.
one thing.
Yes.
I'm sorry to ask of this while we caused you so much trouble, but do you have any longswords?
I do actually. I've got one that I can offer you.
How much would that cost?
She's kind of a little annoyed, but as she pulls out this longsword, nice, shiny, long, beautifully crafted, she takes one look at it and says, "How does 20 gold pieces sound?"
Oh boy, I don't have enough. I'm
How much do you need?
sorry, I only got 13 gold.
I have 7,
okay.
Steve. If you'd like to borrow some.
I'll give Steve some gold.
Can I roll an Arcana on this sword?
You can, but I'm telling you now, if you roll above an 8, you'll figure out that it's just a standard longsword.
Alright. Just thought just slide a curse sword under the table. It's a
Curse.
consequence.
Then that people's how you get cursed.
You know, I did this sort of thing. It wouldn't surprise me if they just pulled out a curse sword and just, here you go.
Hang on a minute, Steve. You have the 26 gold from last night.
28.
And
Oh wait, yeah.
28 gold from last night. And these gents are going to give us 250 to get in. So you've still got the 28 gold.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, we've actually made money, guys.
Yeah.
We've made money.
Amazing.
We're going up in this world. We're no longer broke.
For now.
For now.
Speak for yourself.
I got 14 gold.
Either way, are you buying the longsword or not at 20 gold pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give.
And you'll give. Go ahead.
Oh, and I want to give 2 gold extra to apologize for the ruckus we made.
So she was already smiling as you were negotiating this, not even bartering her prices down. She was already smiling. And you notice this, both Vice and Viren. You notice this right off the bat if you're there, which I believe you are. But as you hand over the extra 2 gold pieces for the trouble you've caused, her smile, this halfling smile, turns into a huge grin.
Did I do something?
Oh no.
Thank you for your custom. Do come back again and try not to mess up any more enchantments. Would be advisable. Now, I've got other customers lining up and queuing, so if you could kindly clear the area, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Come again.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Walks off.
Hmm.
So it was 21 gold in total, right?
22.
22, yeah, got it. Alright, then I'll add in a longsword to my equipment.
Alright, who's going next, guys?
I'm finally not a blade singer without a sword.
Hooray! We might stand a chance.
Yay!
Next up would be your grocery shop for Marla. And it's not difficult. It's easy enough to find like the butchers, as it were, and the bakers, and a couple of the market stalls nearby which are selling fresh fruit and vegetables. So it's not hard for you to acquire it, but it does cost you in total about a gold piece.
That's fine. I'll happily pay.
For all of that shopping combined. But is there anything else you'd like to do to prepare for your scouting mission tonight? Any of you, Vice?
Tune to this goddamn sword.
Excellent. I've been waiting for this.
Such an
Oh, boy.
idiot.
So, as you will say that you're doing this back at Marla's after the shopping trip, for obvious reasons. As you start to focus on the sword and attune to it, you feel the hum. You feel a heartbeat, almost. Feels real. Feels like it's enveloping you. And as you continue to focus and continue to attune to this blade for a total of 10 minutes, you hear various voices. But the voice you hear most is the one calling out for food. Feed me. Feed me.
Well, I've done this dance before, so it's just normal bloodhound thing. Start cutting myself on my sword.
Okay, you cut your thumb on your sword once more, and you see the blood drip down the sharpest part of this blade to the hilt, where it seems and it appears that the obsidian inlay sucks in that blood and holds it, almost like it's changing the colour of the black glass itself from that black to a rusty red, but still mostly black. And as you continue to attune to it, you find that you have, for a blood hunter, What would be considered the Holy Grail?
For Blood Hunter.
Sorry?
Well, carry on.
For a blood hunter, this would be considered the Holy Grail of swords, where it would give +2 to an attack, to its damage that's done. But in return for that +2 in damage that it's done, half your current hit points would be taken at the end of battle in which it's assisted in. So if you have 30 hit points, it will take 15 at the end of the battle.
Oh, damn.
This is a cursed blade that you have attuned to, and you cannot detach yourself from this. You will continue to use this sword now. You can use other weapons, but you cannot put this sword down. And it will demand the blood that it desires.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's yours or someone else's, it's not fussy.
Oh boy.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, a +2 sword. I mean,
Plus, it's a cursed sword. It's +2. Let me go into items.
Mm-hmm. But it will drain at the end of a battle in which you've used it half of your total hit point pool.
Okay. Cursed sword isn't coming up for me, so that's always
No,
fun.
it won't come up because I've got to put the entry in. I've only got it on my notes at the moment as to what it is.
Oh, okay.
I haven't created the item yet, but I will do that after this game.
Cool. Cool. So now I just have +2 to attacks.
Yep, you have +2 to your damage roll as well.
Attacks and damage. Great. Anything else this sword can do? Or do I have to learn that?
That's all it can do. That is
Also,
literally all it is.
also, I'm really shafted. Great. Great,
Oh
guys.
no.
I mean, this is the sharp sword.
Do you know what? At least it goes up to a +8 now, so I mean, to attack.
Yep, that it does.
Damn it.
The price of attunement can often be dear.
Anybody got greater restoration?
I really should have used identify on it.
Yes, you really should have.
You were planning to, but didn't take it. Go.
You see, this is the type of thing that I have to deal with, Spec, with this group. They do not
Oh, they
look at the obvious.
Oh, they would not survive a minute in my game.
But is there anything else, especially yourself, Viren and Vice? Is there anything else that you are doing to prepare for tonight's scout of the outpost in Eldamir?
I
Not
guess
in
Vice is.
particular.
Vices?
No, go on. Sorry.
No, you were saying nice.
I insist.
Well, Viren's gonna do little more than observe the party,
Mhm.
sort of try and gauge their strength a bit more by seeing what they're picking up and how they carry themselves, but overall remain inactive, just observant.
Fair. And Vice?
Alright, Vals is going to try two things since we're waiting for nighttime, right?
Yes.
Alright, first is, trying to contact the lantern rides. Reports that delivery has been done, and we'll be joining the group for a bit. As
Yep.
intended. The second one is probably just noting a couple of, faces around the scouting area. Just to see any traffics going in and out for a bit.
Fair enough.
Because
As you're going about your day and you're spending some time up in one of the courtyards for the lantern rites and handing them the message saying that it's been delivered. You then move on up to essentially where your old shop, your old weaver's shop was. Before you disappeared for a bit, and you know fairly well where this outpost is, and you can see the outline, the outside of the circular walls that only have a few slits every so often in it instead of windows. And as you're walking past, I would like you to roll a perception check for me.
perception.
Yeah. But as you're walking past, you notice the streets has its usual sort of quiet, idyllic, quaint almost individuals that are wandering up and down the roads and trying to essentially get to wherever they go. This tends to be a much quieter village compared to the rest of the city, but it's still considered to be a big part of the city itself. This is where you're more likely to find the artisan trades and the sort of like the weavers and leatherworks, tanneries, the clothes makers and shoemakers, that sort of thing. And then further out on the far side of Aldermere, you're more likely to find foresters and rangers that basically go out and hunt their game to bring back and sell just to make a buck or two. This is a fairly well off part of town, considering. Not poor by any standards. Most people here have money. They just don't show it so easily. But with your perception check, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. The traffic seems to be steady through the day as you go to your weaver's shop and sit and watch the roads. The people are just your regular folk. Nothing out of the ordinary really stands out. And all you can see in your journey past it, even the second pass you make, which I will get a second perception check for, but the most obvious thing that you see is the two guards out the front of this
Two
building.
cups out of front. Two cups out of front, no big windows, just small slits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a
Let's just
fun
get it out of
session.
the way.
And that is
Let's
once
just get it
again,
out of the way first.
yep. And once again, that is all you notice on your pass back as you go to rejoin the group. Oddly enough, it is about an hour and a half's walk from Eldermere to their home, which I will draw onto the map for you in a different colour, where they're currently residing. Yes, choose that one. And they are currently residing here.
Right.
So it is a good hour and a half to get back, unless you can hitch a ride off of someone, but even then, most people tend to walk on foot here.
We'll take the scenic route, taking some fresh air. He's been busy with lantern jobs for a bit.
Yep, you head down via the docks, take the long route round, enjoy the scenery, smell the fish that's being brought in, noticing the rise and fall of the tide of the Silverlake itself, as though it's almost breathing. But also taking note of the tide marks as you walk past, noticing that, yep, they've dropped again. Just a little bit, not much, but noticeable. As you head back and rejoin the group. It is now nightfall and the evening as you set off as a group. Walking through these cobbled streets and rough-hewn roads, as you weave between buildings and travel through different smaller alleyways that Vice and Viren are aware of, to try and keep off of the main roads. You follow the path, and it does take you a little bit longer. However, you eventually make your way to the tower. Well, it's not really a tower. It's only a couple of stories high, but it's definitely circular in its nature. And you see, hopefully I can switch you over to this, and hopefully your views is only where your character is. You might have to zoom out on the map.
Right.
Oh,
And
fun. Oh, fun. No,
The whole
no.
thing.
Goodness.
Oh boy.
Where are you all seeing the map? It's not loading for me.
Above VTT, it should load.
it's all right.
Yeah.
You can also see it on the stream if you need to.
The stream isn't loading either.
Guys, we're doing so good this session.
Have a look on my Discord then.
I'm trying to look at the Discord and it's failed to start camera.
Oh my god. Okay, bear with me. Let me fix the camera so that you can at least see something. But in the meantime, you can always install the above VTT extension in your web browser. Ah.
God.
It wouldn't be our game without technical difficulties. Come on.
You know, that's so true. That's so true. Honestly. Having meltdowns in the group chat and then technical difficulties. Yeah, no, absolutely.
That
It's
seems
all
about right
good.
for us.
Yeah.
It's all good. Spec, I've also sent you the map in your DM.
Yes, thank you for that. Every technical issue. It's all going bad.
It's all good. So, based on what you can see, you can't see inside this building at the moment, but you do notice right off the bat that there are a couple of guards that are standing out the front of the building. And I wish it wouldn't give me green guard drakes and actually give me a guard. There we go. That'll have to do. There are a couple of guards out the front of the gates. At the moment, you're not right in front of them, don't worry. That's what was spotted earlier. These two seem rather disinterested for the most part, but currently you're a little ways back. What are you doing? How do you plan on tackling this scouting mission?
Just wants to try and get stealthy. I'll get my
Do
words
you
out
wa-
at some
Do
point.
you want advantage on stealth?
Yes, please, because even though I'm a rogue, my stealth isn't great. Because I
Oh,
put stuff into wrong stats.
Very good.
oh no.
Well, in that case, I'm going to cast
We're doomed.
In that case, I'm going to cast invisibility on you.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay. So, Jess, you are invisible for what it's worth, which
Yep.
will
For an
give you
hour.
for 1 hour, which will give you advantage on your stealth checks.
Fantastic.
So, what are you going to do first? What are you planning on doing as a party? Tell me. Tell me your plan.
I don't like the way you said that.
Viren is mostly watching
Do
how
we
they
have a
operate.
plan?
Sorry, Viren.
No.
Sorry.
Viren is mostly going to watch how the party operates with each other before going off on his.
Fair enough. So you standing, taking a step back and looking over at the party and watching what they do more than anything else. But you're still keeping your eyes open and keeping yourself somewhat concealed and inconspicuous. Vice, what are you planning on doing? As you've decided to tag along with this group, knowing how
Vice is
hopeless they seem to be.
I resent that.
Ow.
Vice?
Vice is just going to check out the lights that are on tonight. He's just counting any torches or anything, any source of light right now.
Okay. As you are checking that out, we will get to that, but I would like you to prepare a perception check. And if you're going to be going around the building looking in through the slits that you can to see or determine anything, then that would be stealth plus your perception. So get those rolls prepared. Osiris,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Okay, two guards at the front. There are no other people around, right? Or are
As
there
far as
other
we
people?
know.
I'm just gonna take a good few minutes while everyone's doing their thing, just
Yep.
to keep an eye out if anyone windows around the tower, on any balconies or anything, if there's movement.
From the angle that you're at and where you're positioned, it's clearly obvious there's no balconies on this building. Through the slits that you can see, that would be a perception check.
And I will do just that.
Wesley,
I can't do that.
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm asking Barnaby to fly around, around the area to see if there are any, hidden passageways or ways to get inside without the guards seeing us.
Okay, so for that, I would like a perception check, please.
From Barnaby, I assume.
Yes.
Let
Are
me
you
check.
are you embodying Barnaby, or are you letting Barnaby
Yeah,
do the work?
I think
Naturally.
I'm like sitting back a little to be discreet and in a safe spot where I can look through Barnaby's eyes.
Okay, so looking through his eyes, just off your natural perception, you would spot another couple of guards almost at thirds, almost splitting this tower into thirds. And we'll get a perception check off you as well.
Alright, since it's perception, Barnaby has advantage
Yep.
because of keen sight.
So we'll get that perception check ready and in the chat.
Oh, these are not great rolls.
Nope, they're not.
None of us are rolling good.
And confused Tabaxi, as you are invisible, what is your intention here?
My intention was to kind of is the tower kind of is central, isn't it? You can walk around the tower.
Yes.
Once nothing has already been done though to walk around the tower to see if there was another entrance.
So walking around the base of this tower,
Stealthy like.
yes, and invisible. First of all, I want you to give me a stealth check, please.
With advantage because I'm invisible.
Yes,
Yeah.
because by God, this party
I
seems to
wouldn't.
need it.
Yes. Well, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you think I
15.
stacked invisibility?
15.
No.
You don't spot anything yet because you haven't rolled a perception check.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But this wouldn't be perception, this would actually be investigation.
Oh, I've just rolled perception.
I know. Looking around, you spot these guards and you are clever enough to avoid them. But your investigation, as you're looking for other entrances,
Come on. Ooh.
That's pretty good. 21.
that is pretty good. You don't
His roll so far.
spot any other entrances, although you do notice that one of the window slits at the back of this is slightly wider and could possibly squeeze the majority of you through one at a time.
I will walk back round and feed back to the party. Does that include Osiris? Because Osiris is kind of a lot bigger than us.
Hence my phrasing.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry,
Don't make him
Osiris.
go on his own, please.
Don't worry, no one gets left behind unless Steve says otherwise. So there's a slit around the back. I believe it's big enough for all of us other than you, Osiris. Or you could probably send Barnaby in to have a look around through that slit and see what the layout is and if there's anything else other than those two guards at the front.
Okay. Before we get to that, the rest of you have unfinished perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with Vice.
Aye.
You are fairly familiar with this tower, this tower-like structure being here. It's been here for quite some time, and you've known it to be more of a sort of watchtower. Used to be an old guard post. And you know that the window slits and that are here were mainly used for letting arrows loose so that they could defend the villages that and the small town that this once was in Eldermere as a stop for forces coming towards Londinium and to give Londinium time to prepare its own defences in the event of an attack. It hasn't been used for that recently, and you are fairly certain that members of an organisation have moved in over the course of the last month or so, where they were carrying the symbol of the Black Glass Writ, a little lapel pin on their collars, coming in and out, fairly regularly. Although recently that traffic itself has slowed down, and there's usually only a delivery maybe once in the morning, once towards the end of the evening, maybe about 10 o'clock at night when it's quieter and no one's around. With that in mind, you're keeping your eyes out for the traffic coming and going. You're clocking the times of which the guard changes on the front door. And you do realise that there is a pattern to it. Every hour, the guards that are outside swap positions and move around in a clockwise direction.
Clockwise direction every hour.
On the hour. With a
And the
delivery that...
main guard.
Sorry?
Sorry, go on.
And there is a delivery at about 10 o'clock at night.
I see.
Moving on, Steve,
Yeah.
as you are focused in your owl,
Mm-hmm.
looking through its vision and sharing its senses,
Yeah.
you don't seem to get too much in the way of information other than clocking where these other guards are and where they stand. Although they do look to be more like they're milling about rather than actually paying any attention. But you don't clock much of anything else.
All right.
Already gone over what Jess has seen, and we already know what Viren is doing.
I'm gonna tell. I assume we are still in telepathic range, Barnaby and I.
Yes, at this moment you are.
Yeah, all right. I tell Barnaby to come back for now, and I relay that there are two more guards around the back, you'd say, or
Yep.
yeah, around the back. Also, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to regain my second level spell slot.
Fair enough. So with the information that you've got, Jess,
Yes.
it is quite clear that you have a lot more information than the others.
Yes. So, obviously, I relayed the information back to the party. I have an idea. So, if the guards change every hour on the hour, will that give us some time to get in in that brief window.
Yep.
Or we could cause a distraction to make the guards leave their post.
I mean, there should be a delivery around 10, which might be soon if you want to use a window for it.
We could eliminate the guards.
The thing
Or we
is,
could just sneak in.
here's the thing: we don't exactly know how many guards there are waiting for us.
Yep. But good news is there haven't been a lot of traffic lately, so it's lesser than it's supposed to be recently.
Mm.
At least from the foot traffic.
We could use the delivery as a distraction.
Yeah. And if you need someone to be loud, I could always be loud.
It's about this time that you notice a couple of additional individuals walking seemingly in a seemingly random pattern up and down the road, as they are maybe slightly drunk from what you can tell from where you are. They're staggering a little bit, but they walk up to the front gate as you're concealed and watching. As they stagger up to the front gate, the two guards that are there stand to attention. You're maybe a bit too far away to hear what they're saying, but it's fairly obvious, as both of these guards take it in turn to punch these two individuals in the gut, one each. Turn them around, spinning them on their foot, putting a boot on their ass, and moving them away and moving them on. And then you hear the shouts and jeers, "Get out of here!"
They seem pleasant.
Okay.
Where they are.
So, game plan. When the delivery comes and they have a distraction, some of us can sneak in, and maybe the rest, with Osiris, because you're too big, can go maybe the front.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not particularly stealthy.
What is my stealth, actually? This is a good question. Oh, dog. Yeah, no, I'm not stealthy at all, so yeah, no.
Yeah, but when you think about it, nor is Aspen.
True. You're
Oh.
so right.
For the record, Aspen has been the stealthiest out of the entire party, and she is a barbarian.
Yep.
Goodness.
Yep. Yep.
How about we sneak in, a couple of us sneak in and take the guards at the front from behind, so you guys can come in the front.
I could get an unseen servant going up, open the door from within.
I could command the guards to move away from their post, far enough away that they wouldn't hear inside.
That might be a good
There we
idea,
go.
because we don't. If you guys want to sneak inside, that's cool. We don't know what the inside looks like. There could be like 10 other dudes in there.
Yeah, hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, no, so sneaking to the front door when you guys are already in probably isn't the best idea.
Then let's just cause a distraction to the guards at the front and go in the normal way.
I can make Barnaby do a distraction.
Let's just do this. We can't keep standing around talking about it. We need to get on and do what we have to do.
Viren's going to walk out to the open sort of path with a clear eye shot to the gate and the guards.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm going to just keep walking until I get within 30 feet or so of the guards.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Command at 2nd level.
Brilliant.
I'm going to need a Wisdom saving throw from both of them.
Yes, you will. There we go. +0. Brilliant. So the first one is a 16 to save.
That will be a pass.
And the second one fails with a 9.
Excellent. Then I will order the second one to approach me, moving far away from their post.
Okay, so we're going to assume that you are coming up from the right of this building as you are walking up the road. You get to about 30 feet, which from the size and scale of this building doesn't seem to be that far.
No.
But
I'd
it
like
is.
to add one detail.
Yep.
I issued this command telepathically using my psionic mind.
Very well. As you issue this command telepathically, the guard that is obedient in the command turns to the other one and simply says, I think I see something over there. Got another one coming up to us. Gonna approach him and see what he wants. And he walks the 30 feet to meet you in your face, fairly confident and slightly boisterous in his nature because of what he's just done to two rather innocent passers-by.
Excellent. As without much words, Viren is just going to go to put a hand on his chest if he'll allow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
No.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to cast it at first level, why not?
Fair enough.
Oh god.
Alright. Could I barter for advantage on that roll to hit? Since I put my hand directly on him and it's a touch spell?
Yeah. I mean, I would give you the advantage, not because you've already put your hand on his chest, but because you've given him a command to approach you, like to within, like face to face. So he is willingly approaching you without realizing it's under a command at this moment.
Excellent.
So that's where your advantage comes from.
A 23 and a 15, so 23 to hit. Does that hit?
23 definitely hits. If you would like to roll your damage.
3d10.
13 necrotic damage.
As this blast of necrotic damage leaves your hand and enters in through his chest, spreading throughout his entire body. Describe the scene of this
As
obliteration.
as this guard walks up to Viren slowly stepping over, as he's beginning to subtly channel his arcane energy to his palms, the crystals that have been embedded within either of his arms start to glow this sort of yellowish topaz color. As he places his hand on the guard's chest, and a series of lacerations appear all over this guard as necrotic energy fills the air, tearing him apart. As Viren, without much further ado, goes to crush his throat so he may not speak through magical means, even if a necromancer comes by, as he'll start to approach the second guard.
The second guard looks up at you in shock and horror at what's just been done as this lifeless, necrotic body is now laying on the floor. And he begins to shout.
Question.
As
Yeah.
can I
Yes.
cast something in response to his shouting?
What's the question first?
I wanted to also cast a spell.
Oh,
You want to cast what, sorry?
I want to cast Hold Person on the second guard to prevent him from screaming.
What's the range on that?
Let me check for you. Hold Person, 60 feet.
60 feet. I will allow this. You would
All right.
essentially be behind Viren.
Yeah, sounds good.
What do
So
I
a
need?
wisdom saving throw. Thank you.
10.
Fails. He is now paralyzed.
Paralyzed but not mute.
Guys, take him down.
so may I cast my follow-up spell then that I was going to cast on the guard?
I will allow it.
Um.
I'm going to cast
Yeah.
silence on the doorway.
Ooh.
And
I will allow it.
Also,
Alright.
invisibility drops from Jess.
That's
As I
fine.
burn
Thank you.
spell slot, and a 20-foot sphere centered on the guard has become completely devoid of sound as he's shouting, but no one can hear, not even himself. As I'm just gonna walk over and dispatch him, if you will.
Also,
About that.
can I describe how my Hold Person looks like?
Yes, you can.
It is
No, not really.
okay.
Because this person is held, and he's about to be dispatched. So I don't think it's worthwhile at this point in time.
Fair enough.
How are you dispatching this held guard in silence?
So, from out under my cloak comes a long draconic tail wielding a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm going to pluck the dagger held concealed by my tail and slit his throat.
Very well. Now, you hear a chime come from inside. Although those that are in silence don't. The others do. Must be the turn of the hour. You do successfully slit his throat, and he does die. But it is the turn of the hour. What are you doing?
I think we should get inside before the next lot of guards come.
Yep.
Yep, it's now or never.
Yeah.
Viren's preparing to crush this guard's throat as well, so he may not speak, unaware of the circumstances abroad.
Okay.
Well, just going to catch up the rest of the party, moves in position to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So you all make your movement over to the doorway.
Yep.
What are you doing? The door is not unlocked.
Jess will try and pick the door.
I look in front of the guards of the key.
mean-
To find out if one of the guards has a key, roll an investigation check. If you are going to pick this lock on the door, I need your sleight of hand, and if you have thieves' tools and the skill with your proficiency added.
I believe I do have thieves' tools. I'm just checking equipment. Bear with me. Other position. No, I don't have thieves' tools. Darn it.
Well then,
Can't do it.
on your investigation check of a 20, you do indeed find a key. Whether it's the
Take
right
whatever
key
you
or
want.
not,
Might as well try it. Will it fit?
funnily enough, it does. The key turns in the lock, and this heavy iron grate that is in front of the wooden door behind it slides from where it is into the wall sideways once it's unlocked. The door itself, solid oak, opens inwards, and as it opens, I need to clear the silence. I do apologise, but
Oh, I've just found my thieves' tools. It was in a different pocket. Oh, you found the key.
Don't worry. Keys always work. Keep those for later.
indeed. And as the door opens, you can see inside the hallway as it's lit, but in front of you, at least, it seems clear.
Can I do a
Jess will
quick
turn.
listen? Oh, go on.
Can you Jess?
I was going to say Jess is going to try and remain stealthy, but keep to the back of the party.
The
Okay.
hallway is lit, right? By what?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to cast prestidigitation to actually
On
slowly take out the lights.
right, so you are taking the lights out as you go through.
Yep.
Perfect. That is good to know.
I also do a quick listen for if I hear any talking or footsteps nearby.
So, as you are stepping in, because I assume you are at this point,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I'm at the back of the party.
okay,
I'll take frontline.
you are stepping in, you are actively turning out the lights. and you are making your way into and down the hallways. Either side of this hallway that you are now standing in, made of stone essentially, it's not quite circular, it's kind of rounded somewhat. And as you are walking through, the stone is rough underfoot, it's uneven. There is another gated entrance with an oak door behind it. On either side on this corridor, there are two more doors that lead to what you would only assume to be the other half of this building. You can't see inside the central chamber, but it is clear that there is some movement and some noise inside. However, you're not sure what that is other than the rattling of a little bit of armor here and there. And a bit of chatter.
Mm-hmm.
Putting the lights out down the corridor. It's around about this time that the two dead guards have been discovered. As the guards are walking around, they haven't seen you going into the corridor yet. They are just off to one side. They haven't quite made it to the door and where it is. But you are now inside this building and you have a choice. Do you go left or do you go right? Or do you try to go into the center through the central door?
Ooh. Ooh.
Viren whispers something to the party.
Viren can whisper something to the party, yes.
I think we should save the study for last. We should look around. There should be things around, more people hidden. There's likely some sort of arcane lock or alarm on the study that I'm not really prepared to handle.
Which way do you think we should go?
No matter, we have to clear the whole place, don't we? Pick one.
Let's go right.
Right it is.
Okay.
DM, I'm gonna keep a listen for if any guards are coming our way.
Very, very good idea. As
Mm-hmm.
you keep your ears open for other guards that are potentially on their way, you hear the call come from outside first. The shouting of guards panicked as they come rushing in through the doorway to see what may have caused this. They are at the ready.
Jess is still trying to blend in with the shadows since she's wearing all black.
Yep. If Jess wants to give me another stealth roll at this point, because the hour isn't quite up, you're still technically invisible.
That will be... No, I'm not invisible because Chris had to... Steve had to drop it for
Oh, right,
something else.
okay.
Person, yeah.
But 19 anyway.
On a 19, with the fact that the torches are being put out, you are fairly confident that you've managed to find and hide behind the corner of the wall. They haven't seen you, as far as you're aware. Viren,
Excellent.
you are next at the back and still technically able to be seen. What are you doing?
I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick to determine what he would do. There's two options we've got here.
Murder or later murder.
And wow.
Like that in the middle.
Would I be able to attempt to slip behind the sort of corner here and hide behind a wall temporarily?
You can certainly try. If you are trying to hide, roll your stealth check. I'll move everyone up so that you can fit in there.
Oh no.
An 11. Oh no,
On-
a 10.
On a 10,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
and these aren't very bright guards, to be fair.
Please. Please.
The first one doesn't spot you, but the second one does.
The guards have vanished from my screen.
Yeah, that's because you're around the corner.
Okay, no worries.
There is a wall there. I have actually built the walls into the map.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
So, with that 16, you have been seen, Viren, and the guard calls you out. He is going to run up to you, and he is going to attempt to make a spear attack and hit you accordingly.
Excellent.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Do I use it now?
There'll be 4 points of piercing damage
No.
as the tip of the spear strikes you.
DM,
Yes.
Excellent.
since the guard is within 5 foot of a party member, could I do a sneak attack?
If you can sneak up behind him and he hasn't seen you,
I'll attempt it.
I will allow it, but let's conclude this little bit first. So you take 4 points of piercing damage, Varen, and with that, we are going to let Jess make her move.
So I'm going to sneak up behind the guard that's just attacked Viren. I'm going to pull out my dagger and attempt to slit his throat despite the prior trauma from Razorback Sally.
Fair enough. Roll to attack.
That's a 15 to hit.
You are flanking, so advantage.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Everything
Yes.
doubled. Everything's doubled.
Roll your damage.
Dagger, sneak attack, all of it doubled.
Double damage, 7, 12. Is that it? Am I correct? Can I math?
Did you add sneak attack?
She hasn't added her sneak attack.
Oh, damn it. Excuse me. It's just my.
Not that it matters, but hey, go for the glory.
Go for the glory and bear with me. An extra 2d6. There we go.
Brutally
So that's an
kill
extra
this
6.
guy.
So
That's 12,
so that's
14,
yeah.
26.
So as you are sneaking up behind this one, you reach around and you slit its throat in front of Viren. Viren can see it quite clearly what is happening, but gives nothing away. how do you want to decimate this one guard?
Just very quickly go up behind, grab one arm around the waist, and then the other arm, right hand, straight across the throat,
Very well.
and let him drop. Wow, I'll let him, him or her struggle a bit before dropping the guard.
Very, very well. You do just that. The other guard starts screaming.
Oh boy.
What
Oh,
are the rest of the party doing first before we get to Viren's reaction?
Can I jump the guy with my longsword?
You can if you can get there. Which,
I-
bearing in mind these corridors are narrow, you can pass. And yeah, you would be able to make it around the corner to plunge him with your longsword. So go ahead and roll your attack. Sorry.
All right. Give me
Alright,
1 second to
I-
read up on something.
Can I join in on that?
You can indeed.
Right, so it doesn't add anything to my attack. All right. Longsword.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh,
Oh, haven't.
come on.
you swing with your longsword and you miss. You strike the wall next to the guard. You're off by about 3 foot with your attack. You're not used to this blade. You're not used to the weight of it. It's been a while since you've actually wielded any actual real weapons. It's all been training weapons from your martial arts when you were training judo and jiu-jitsu and ninjutsu and the other sort of martial arts as well, with some of the weapon fighting that you did back on Earth. And your movement is slow and clumsy and choreographed as it swings and strikes the wall, scraping and scarring the wall and blunting and damaging and chipping the end of the blade itself.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
This blade is going to need some TLC when you're through.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Vice, what are you doing?
he's just going to try to throw 2 daggers at the guard. 2-weapon fighting, essentially.
Distracted by the guard being distracted by this swing and a miss, you take the opportunity to throw your daggers. Please roll to attack.
Alright, this will be the first dagger.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, it's a bit the rolls
Oh
today.
no.
dog.
alright, that's why we have 4 daggers. We're throwing the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get involved here in a second. I'm gonna get involved.
Nice.
The first dagger misses and it buries itself in the oak door behind the guard. But the second dagger flies straight and true as the guard looks behind him, laughs. This second dagger strikes him in the back of the head. Roll your damage, please.
Sadly, it is 2-weapon fighting, so it's just a D4. We just click on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a full 4.
He
He
reaches
just
up.
grazed him for it.
He reaches up and dislodges the dagger from the helmet he's wearing. You can see there's a bit of blood pouring out from underneath the helmet. As he turns,
Oh, man.
he looks at you, he sees Steve standing in front of him, and he's just going to lash out. He is carrying a spear as he plunges it towards your chest, but you easily deflect it, cracking the spear in two. As I roll a nat one.
Aw.
I guess you could say in this
It's always good when
appeal.
the DM rolls nat ones.
Oh yeah.
God. Alright.
I believe Osiris is the only one that hasn't done anything yet. What would you like to do, if anything?
I am going to.
Why not right now? Because I'm not using the sword for various different reasons. I'm going to use my only other weapon that I actually have, which is my hyper transfer.
Go on.
So we're gonna go werewolf.
Okay. Yep.
I'm no loud yelling or anything, just silent in the corner. And I'm going to activate Crimson Right on my claws. And run over and start slashing at the guy.
This
3.
counts as a use of the blade in combat.
How?
Oh no!
How?
Activating Crimson Right requires you to cut yourself with the blade, does it not?
No.
Does it not?
No, I can use my claws.
Fuck.
I use my claws. I'm not using the blade.
Okay, fine. I'll let you have
if
this
you-
one. I'll let you have
Crimson
this
Yeah, you
one.
could bite my
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to, because I can attack twice
Yep.
because of feral might. I'm going to claw him twice. Hybrid. There it is.
As
22.
that
Oh,
hits.
one. 3, and I need a D4 right damage. 3 slashing, 3 light.
3/8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay, that's fine. He is dead. You slash at him with the first strike, and it will take him out completely. How
Okay.
are you mauling this guard to death?
We're already an injured helmet / head. Just gonna tear his head off. Just claws straight into his neck and rip his head out. Brutal as all possible, but then slowly placing the head down so it doesn't make too much noise.
Oh my god.
I think we are
Yeah.
already discovered.
Yeah, I'd say
No, I
you
could've done it
probably
worse.
are.
Yep. Vice is just looking at Viren and then looked at Steve like, that one with us, right?
Say it
Turn
again.
around.
Dwarf is with us, right?
Yeah.
I would like all of you to roll your initiatives now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, that's fair.
I don't want
Come on.
to. I don't want to.
Natural flipping one for 6.
Natural 20 plus 1.
Guys, we're so far on the spectrum here on this, by the way. I hope you know.
Oh,
What is
dear.
with all the nat ones tonight?
We're rolling a dog.
Top of the round, the order that I have is Viren, followed by the 2 mages that are one in view, one not in view, and one not added yet. There we go. Followed by another mage, followed by third mage, followed by Vice, followed by Cyrus, followed by Steve, followed by Jess. So, top of the round, Viren. At the moment, all you can see in this tight corridor is one mage stepping out from what appears to be one of the side rooms here. Door heavily opening, and this mage calling out, "What's going on here?" as he looks down the hallway and sees all of you. Viren, you're up.
Seeing that this mage has come out, I'm going to sneak past the party members and start to move over to the door that just opened. As there's only one mage as of current, correct?
That you can currently see.
And
Although
they've stepped into the hallway?
now you've seen the second one. This one that you can see in front of you is in the hallway. The other one is still in the room, but it's in the doorway where you can see it.
As once again, you'll will notice behind a buckler shield on Viren's back, a sort of yellowish reddish glow will emerge as he's preparing his breath weapon, as I'm going to go for a necrotic sort of a mission to hit both of these these mages, as I will need a dexterity saving throw from each of them.
Okie dokie, bear with me as I bring about the mage's thing. Dexterity saving throw, correct?
That is correct.
I'm just using the +2, which is what he has for his dex. So that is a. Why did I roll it twice? I only needed the one. 13.
That is a fail. The other one?
The second one is a 15.
Alright, so for the failure, the DC is 14, so for the one that failed, they'll take 15 necrotic damage. As for the one that succeeded, they will take 8 points of necrotic damage. As I am unleashing this sort of necrotic breath to cover this hallway. As from behind, you will see what was once a mage coming out the door, now covered as the entire hallways, essentially obscured by my breath.
Unfortunately for you, the mage that is just inside of the doorway doesn't get hit by any of this, but he can see you. And he is looking at you. And he starts to cast mage armor on himself.
Very well. And he did take half as much, but you know.
He did.
Well, with that, I'm going to draw my shield and start to sort of block the doorway now, using my remainder movement to get as close to being within the doorway as possible, while having my shield drawn. As I'll end my turn there.
Fair enough.
Good turn.
So with the mage taking his turn to cast mage armor and up his defense a little bit for his actions, it is now the mage in the hallway's turn, and he is not happy with you. His first action, as he's looking at you, looking down the hallway. I need to find the definition on that one, but he is going to cast the mage's favorite.
No. Oh no.
in a 20-foot sphere.
Yep. No. It's
Oh no.
fireball burn.
Viren looking back at the issue that is not his problem.
Am I able to see the guy casting fireball?
Yes, you can.
Okay, it won't show me on the actual screen, but
Yeah.
little question for you. If I
Yes.
use my blood maledict,
Mm.
could I make it so he doesn't see where he's shooting? It's not an attack.
Is it a reaction?
It is a reaction.
Then technically, yes. However, he is casting this in an area, in a 20-foot sphere, and the save is a dex save from all of you that are
Okay.
within its radius. As this ball of flame launches itself forwards in an attempt to capture as many of you as possible within its sphere of influence. That would be Vice, that would be Jess, and that would be Steve. I need dex saves, please.
Oh heavens.
Come on, guys. You got this, guys. Come on.
That'll be a 15. Ah,
Yep.
Back.
Bloody what?
Spell save 21, 15, and come on, Steve.
I just got back. Sorry.
I need a dex save.
Yeah.
oof.
1 sec. I mean, it's the same modifier.
Yep.
Oof.
Steve, you fail. The others succeed, thankfully, as you all look to take a total of halved. This is going to be fun.
No.
That's 6.
Sorry, I'm trying to look away loading.
11 halved. Which is 6.
I thought it was Viren.
That's Viren.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Uh-oh.
28 halved.
28 halves, that's 14, 7 for Vice because
Yep.
that
Vice
devil
takes
ball.
7. The rest of you take 14 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
Is it full or halved?
For you, Steve, you
Yeah, I'm
failed your save. You are
Yeah,
down.
I'm down.
You are unconscious and burning.
Quickly, DM, I cannot actually see any tokens or anything. My token is outside for some reason.
Oh, that's because right. Okay, let's put you back in there. Let's get rid of the wolf that I was using to represent you. There you go. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, thank you. All good, all good, all good. Don't worry.
You were just outside of the 20-foot there. Viren was outside of it. Vice is safe as this explosion takes out Steve. He is unconscious
Oh no.
as the flames clear. No, because that's well, I'm not going to tell you anything. Next, the other mage is there. If I'm correct. Yep, it's that one. And he is opening the door. 10, 15, 20, 25.
No, don't you open the door.
Don't
Also
open
help
the
me.
door.
And he is coming
Not
round
you.
the back behind where Vice is. And you, Vice, see this mage coming behind you. As he looks. Yeah. He's just going to move up towards you, and that will be the end of his turn, Vice. Next. Vice. What are you doing?
Vice just going to look at Steve going down, be like, Steve, make it. As he's going to hum for a bit. Start praying to Timera as he casts. You know what? Let's splurge for a bit. Let's go mass healing word.
Okay. Mass healing word.
Actually, that's just to switch it up. Healing word for now for Steve. And hope for the best.
Okay.
Steve, you're alive.
As you cast your healing word, Steve,
Yeah.
you take a total of 8 points of healing, I believe that said.
Yep.
So you are back on your feet with feeling very, very wounded.
Okay, that really hurt.
Join the club.
Sure, just take your time, right? I'm just going to Vice is now just going to use his action to now use his dagger and read it with radiant light as he casts True Strike on the mage in front of him.
Very
But
well.
sadly, he doesn't. Yeah, I'm just going to use Firebolt hit for this because it's charisma base, but it's melee attack from the dagger itself using my spellcasting bonus,
Yep.
and we are hoping for the best.
Very well.
They're the 15.
Yeah, so the attack and that is melee anyway, so that's fine. Vice
Yeah.
Azure on a 15. Let me just take a quick look. Yes, that definitely hits. Roll your damage for me.
All right, we're just going to roll 1d6 plus 4 for the radiant damage. If we could click it.
Okay,
So that'll
okay.
be 6. Let me check the spell. True Strike. Yep. It's a plus 1 more d6.
Fair enough.
Let me just press it. Everything is here radiant. So that'll be a total of 13 damage on the mage.
Perfect. As your true strike hits, good, hard, and proper, it becomes clear that these mages are fairly tough. Nothing that you haven't handled before, Vice or Viren, but for the others, the pair of you are realizing maybe coming in here with them might not have been the best idea right now.
Yep. How big is the corridor?
The corridor is quite literally one person wide. Like the one where you are with the mage in front of you, Vice, that is literally maybe 5 to 7 foot side to side. That is a very narrow corridor, that side. The other side where Viren is, you could easily fit 2 people past each other.
So I can get through him to distract him. Okay. So it'll be Vice for this turn. As he's holding his ground.
As Vice holds his ground, Osiris, you in your wolf form see this mage coming round the corner. It's going to be difficult to get through to make the attack. Not impossible, it could be done. But what are you doing?
Okay, hold on. Let me quickly plan. So that's just 5 feet to get a look. Cool. I'm gonna move 5 feet up around here just so I can see everything.
As you move up into the corridor behind where Jess is stood, you do get a good view of everything.
Okay. Let's see. Can I make it to that? No, I already used. Wait, how many feet do I have to move? 30. Do I get any? As in, where? I don't think so. Nope. So I'm going to use my frustration to saunter over to the one mage I can see. If I can actually click it, game. Dog. I don't want to.
So
I want to use.
would
Okay.
that be the one up in the corridor next to Viren?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh no, not that one. Cause I don't think I can make it that far because I only have 30 feet. It
Oh,
won't let me take off. It won't let me take off ruler. There we go.
click the arrow. There you go.
Got it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna move up to that one and
It's the only one I can attack right now.
Go for it.
Viren, I don't know about the other mage, so I'm gonna take on this.
this one. Come here, bully. 2 attacks.
Claw or claw bite?
Claw bite. That one definitely misses.
Ooh, 1 plus
An
6.
18.
On an 18, that hits. Your natural 1 from your claw, though, you strike the wall instead of him, and you catch
Owie.
your claw on the corner, and it rips one of your claws out. You're lucky it didn't take out the quick in your claw.
I'll regenerate that. It's fine. I'll be fine.
The second hit was a bite.
Yes,
And
so no crimson.
yeah. And with that bite, you manage to take a chomp out of this mage's leg.
Okay.
Okay, I have a few feet. You know what? I took a chomp, so I am actually going to start, since I have 25 feet to. I'm going to start my approach over here. And I will take the attack of opportunity from that mage if you want to take it.
Yep, he will take his attack of opportunity as you move away, and I don't believe a 10 hits.
Nowhere close.
No, it misses as you manage to move away. Next, Steve. Feeling rather.
I'm feeling very crispy.
Toasty.
Which guy is the one that fired a fireball at me?
That's the one up at the corridor, at the end of the corridor next to Viren.
Alright, I'm going to move over here. And you know what? I'm going to do some payback and I'm going to fire Scorching Ray at him.
Fair enough. Although I am quite curious as to why your character sheets still have your character token still has an X on it.
Did you put back the health and the thing?
Yeah,
Steve?
I did.
Okay, that's just weird.
There we go.
Sometimes
Gone.
it's like
That's right. I had the same problem earlier. My character sheet's saying full health, and I am not at full health again.
Alright. So this is I'm going to roll a spell attack.
Go for it.
I'm gonna be.
Respawn.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep.
So, first one is a 17 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Yes.
All right. Should I just roll all 3 attacks and then do damage, or?
Yes, please. If they're
Right.
all going to be the same type of damage,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. And I say 12 to hit.
This one is not mage armored. 12 meets it, beats it. So yes.
All right. And the
Oh,
last one.
Oh,
There we go. That's a 24.
That is 3 lances of your scorching ray
So-
searing towards this mage that launched
I-
a fireball at you.
May I describe it?
Yeah, go for it.
So Steve
Roll
draws
your
his
damage.
Steve draws his damage sword. He like clinks it against the wall to make like a spark, and he's using the spark to fire these bolts at it. So that's 6
Sick.
damage, and 9
9,
damage,
15,
and 7.
22 damage.
He is looking very sorry for himself as these blasts of fire streak towards him and hit him square in the chest. He is looking toasty. His shoes are practically on fire and burning embers, clothes scorched.
And Steels yells at him, hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that's gonna
Get
be
them
my
quips
turn.
in. Get them quips in.
Jess, your turn.
Can I get to the guy next to Vice? I know you said
Yes.
the corridors were narrow, so Jess is going to move up to attack this guy here. She's going to use Vex with her hand axe. Let me put that in the above VTT, which won't let me. So basically, if I hit and deal damage, I get advantage against that next creature before the end of my next turn.
Yep. It is also within 5 feet, so bear that one in mind.
So I can get sneak attack.
However,
That's only if I've got advantage, but I missed.
you missed, unfortunately, as you...
Can I bonus action eye for detail, please? Which means I make a perception check to spot hidden creature or object and make an investigation check to decipher clues. But I want to do a perception check to see if there's any other guys hiding around.
You can certainly try.
No.
Oh, for goodness sake, I'm back to the cursed dice rolls again. Not happening.
Yeah, with an 11 on the perception, with your eye for detail, you're a little bit too flustered by the fact that your attack missed to really spot anything. Maybe a couple of scratches, some sounds coming from inside the central chamber, but other than that, nothing.
Cool.
We are at the top of the round. Viren. Though it is your
Excellent.
turn, it is at this point you all begin to hear the sound of a heavy bolt being dragged across a door to lock it, to bar anything from coming in. With a heavy chunk as this bolt falls into place across the door. Viren, your turn. What are you doing?
So the man next to me still alive. How's he doing?
Let's put it this way. He looks like he could probably die from a paper cut at this point in time.
I'm going to cast, with the second level spell slot, my last one, Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Is that fine with you? And then I'm going to whisper to the man in front of me. If you want to live, I'd suggest getting in the room. As I'm whispering this to him.
Yep.
Whether he chooses to take that insight or not is up to him. As I'm going to move more toward the doorway. My movement, and I'm looking back. Is he going to move or is he going to stay there and die?
You rolled a 15 on a charisma save. So he is not going to be taking your advice.
Unfortunate. My spiritual weapon is then going to attack him.
Roll to hit. As he
15.
turns his focus on you, you hit him with your spiritual weapon.
And deal 12 damage.
And he is splattered. Would you like to describe your spiritual weapon to us all?
As this is sort of a obsidian longsword, if you will. Dual-edged, what seems to be a rustic hilt, seemingly hand-carved out of obsidian. This is an entirely crystalline stone sword. As with one flick of the wrist, it beheads this one, as I assume the mage in the doorway heard and saw this conversation.
Yes.
As I'm going to look over to him, whisper, I'll make you the same offer. It would do well if some of you all were to survive and continue what you're doing here. And, well, you heard what I said. Stay in the room and lock the door. And I'll pretend I didn't see you here.
Just so happens, let me... Yeah, that's a fail. He is very much intimidated by you. And he does indeed close and lock the door.
Good. As I'm going to shout back to the rest, or the other ones, I've taken them down over here. As I'm going to proceed to the doorway up.
Okay, you proceed up to the doorway in the hallway. And the corridor appears to be clear.
As I'm going to continue to go through them, using the remainder of my movement. I'll get right around here. And is there anything?
Very, very narrow. Couple of the doors, one or two of them are open. Couple of them are closed, sorry. One of them firmly shut. But that's on the far end of the corridor.
Right. Then I'll end my turn here with a ready action to cast Guiding Bolt on anyone that comes out.
Fair
It
enough.
shows signs of aggression specifically.
Fair.
As actually, could I go back and do one thing retrospectively that I forgot to do with one of the party members?
Yeah, of course you can.
I would have looked back and cast a telepathic message to the nearest party member who would have seen me behead the mage, and I'll say, leave this one be. Referring to the one that had locked themselves in after my discourse with them.
Fair enough.
The angry
That's my
werewolf.
turn.
So you telepathically tell the wolf to leave that one alone.
Mhm.
And that will end your turn. It is now the mage in the corridor, standing in front of Vice. And he looks at you, and as he does so, he is going to...
Be friends with him.
Friends.
Yeah.
Nope. He is not going to be friends with you. He is actually going to... He's going to hold his hand up and at point blank range pump a couple of firebolts into your chest.
Oh. You don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm. This is a ranged spell attack. 24 to hit.
24 would hit.
So, interestingly, that is going to be... total of 11 points of fire damage as he pumps the firebolt into your chest.
11. Okay. We'll take about 5, right?
Yes, 5.
Okay. Taken.
Ah, resistant, are you? Fine. We'll play it your way then. And on his bonus action, he is going to ready a reaction.
Oh, we can do that.
He is readying a reaction. So he is preparing to cast something.
Alright.
Should he need to. Vice, it is your turn.
Alright, first of all, we're going to do about the inspiration. Our new friend over here, which is Jess, was it?
Yeah.
So you're getting a D8 for about it. And with that, we're just going to ping this feature, which allows me to punch him when I kind of spam about it.
Yep.
So we're going to roll an unarmed onto the mage.
Ooh.
Wow. This bard has a punch.
Back
Yeah,
does
condition of
damage. God damn.
Alright, does he trigger his reaction or?
This is a physical action that you are taking, so no, it does not.
Alright. So this will be the bludgeoning damage as you see him just spider lady and full. Take
Dang.
11 bludgeoning damage.
It is a solid hit as you
And then
smack him.
And then is as his main action, he's just going to punch him again.
Go for it.
So you see throw a haymaker and then he try to throw a knee at him and now just knee his stomach. Fingers crossed.
This dude's just beating the shit out of his mate. Just straight hands.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so hopefully this rolls better. There'll be 7 damage bludgeoning.
for another
God.
7 points of bludgeoning damage as you near enough take him right out. Very close.
I was raised in the street, boy.
I know what you are. Oh
You
no.
don't want to do this. You don't want to do this.
I know what you are. Oh no.
Who let the spellcaster have hands?
Who did this?
And then he's going to take a step back, provoking attack penalty. If he sure wanted to.
He can. It'd just be a straight dagger. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
No.
Oh, free dagger, thanks. I lost like 2 earlier.
No.
That'll be for Vice.
He's not giving you a dagger. He's swinging with it.
No, it's banter.
So that misses.
Yep.
And he looks at you and is like, no, my dagger.
Our dagger. Sorry, end of turn.
Our dagger.
Oh my.
This bird has hands and
You were
quips.
not
God damn.
supposed. You were not supposed to go in. Okay. But we are nearing the end of this part of the journey. As Osiris, it is your turn.
We need to clear that out. I could go around. The door, they just locked it. Bolted it.
Mm-hmm. You've got a very much bleeding, possibly slightly woozy, stunned mage in the corridor next to Jess. As you are sniffing around, you can smell the blood in your wolf form. You can smell it. You know where he is, and you. Oh. You're gonna go with your instincts. What are you doing?
You know what? Sure, let's get this over with. Why not? I'm going to go over to fun little boy.
As you leap and bound over, you manage to make it, darting around your cohorts in this party.
I'm just gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Action. Attempt to claw him apart.
Go for it.
Let me roll my predatory strike game.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not. Okay, come on. There we go. I don't know why I rolled twice. That was 2 4s. Why did you roll twice? That is 10. Bonus action, attempt to do it again.
Yep.
Just 1d20 this time. 17.
17 hits. Roll your damage, please.
This one and a d for some fun lightning damage. Okay, that is 2, 7,
11.
Okay. 11.
Which is exactly how much you needed. How do you want to do this?
You know what? We're going brutal on this. He's just going to put his hand on his shoulder and from the joint in the socket, just tear him apart.
As you rip your claws from his shoulder down across his chest and stomach, you hear the cracking of his ribs underneath the pressure that your piling on him. As the skin tears, you hear the guttural scream of a mage's last words. And he collapses to the floor, bleeding out. For now, the hallways go quiet. For now, it appears to be empty. You know there's someone in that central spire, that central part of the tower here. You know that whatever it is that this dragonborn friend or ally of yours has come to do is almost certainly in there. But that is where we're going to have to end tonight's session.
No.
We will be back next week, all of us, and hopefully rejoined by Lou and Chris, and Aspen, who will be coming up the rear as reinforcements, because by God, they're going to need it.
Constant.
Well, I was gonna do what wizards do best and steal spell books.
Well, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the same. I'm doing the same.
I'd like to find a healing potion if possible because I'm pretty hurt.
Yeah.
We'll see what's available in some of these rooms and things. What do
yeah. Remember the dagger woman? Earlier I called dibs on it.
Any daggers? Daggers for sale. Daggers for sale.
I got a dagger if you want one.
Same.
Oh,
Hopefully not really like.
is this the dagger that's
Mhm.
actually a kitchen knife?
God, yeah.
Actually, yes, I do have a kitchen knife.
The one that
I mean,
Jess had.
Yeah.
oh. I mean, are you sure
It's
that's
been well
kind
used.
of?
Are you sure
I
that's
mean, are you
what?
sure that's
Sorry?
kind of sentimental?
Now, I also got
Sentimental to you.
another. I also got another dagger that's just a normal dagger.
Yeah, that chef's knife might be a bit sentimental for him.
Yeah.
That chef's knife was used to. Yes. Sentimental for him,
someone.
really. I don't think you could use it for food anymore once you've used it to dispatch someone.
Well, I don't know. But
Just clean it thoroughly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Did we just wipe it on like our clothes or something?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Wait, you use that chef's knife in the forest to prepare food for us?
Yep.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
So you don't know
Oh
what
dear.
Mala's stuff were made of, right?
Yep. They don't know what this world could do to them yet. They really don't.
Yeah.
They're innocent little
you have.
babies.
They really are.
I mean, you got spunk, kid. I'll give you that.
Right. And with that, I'm going to call it there and end the stream. Thank you for watching and listening. Come back next week for the conclusion of this. One thing that was noted at the beginning of the game but wasn't mentioned was the fact that the other characters were left a note as to where they were heading off to, which is the reason why they'll be able to join. So, with that in mind, and rather epic second half to this little dungeon, as it were, we'll see you on Friday for Of Dice and Destiny. Bye!
Bye.
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 Bye bye.